Good morning, children. Previous class, yesterday we have discussed about classification of algebraic expressions. So the concept is algebraic expression. Am I right? Algebraic. Okay. So what we have discussed in the last class, what is monomial, binomial, trinomial. Monomial means the expression which contains only one term, that is monomial. If it is two terms, that is binomial, and if it is three terms, that is trinomial. Okay. Now, and another, suppose you may have doubt, sir, then what about more than three terms? All expressions are not containing less than three terms. Nah, it may contain more than three terms also. So then what we call at the time? One thing, Nana. See, whatever the terms, if it is one or two or three or more than three, it should be considered as a polynomial. It should be considered as a polynomial. Okay. So let me give the definition of polynomial. I think you might not have in your textbook, but usually up to 6th and 7th class, the more than three terms, that is polynomial. It should not be. It is not correct thing. Polynomial means an expression which contains one or more monomials. One or more monomials is called polynomial. Is called polynomial. Means A means 2A plus 3B, 2A plus 3B plus 4C, 2A plus 3B plus 4C plus 5B. These are all comes under the polynomial. These are all comes under the polynomials. Okay, children. One term is also polynomial, two terms is also polynomial, three terms is also polynomial, more than three also polynomial. Okay. But one thing, Nana, here when we are discussing about the polynomial, there should be a proper characteristic of the polynomial. One thing, note. Polynomial should have only positive integrals. Polynomial should have only positive integrals. Means 3x square y plus 6p is a polynomial. Okay. But 3x y power minus 2 or 3x y power minus 2 can be written as are not polynomials. Are not polynomials. Okay. See here positive integrals only. Here positive integral to year 1, so it comes under the polynomial. Here x integral power is 1, Why integral power is -2? Whenever a negative integral power, it should not be a polynomial. It should not be a polynomial. So then what it is called? Definitely you may have doubt. Huh? What it is called? It should be called as multinomial. Okay, what is this? An expression which contains both positive, which contains positive or negative or both as integral powers is called multinomial. Is called, clear children? So polynomial, an expression which contains either positive integral powers or negative integral powers or both the positive and negative integral powers is called multinomial. Is it clear children? So we can conclude that every polynomial is a multinomial, but every multinomial need not be a polynomial. Children, this sentence I am not writing on the board, you have to write it in your CW. What is that? Every polynomial is a multinomial, but every multinomial need not be a polynomial. Okay children? Now write this. Next we are going to start exercise 12.1 right now. Okay? Now write this. Children, did you all complete writing this? That's good. So, do you know the difference between polynomial and multinomial? Polynomial only it has only positive integral powers, whereas when it comes to that multinomial, it may have negative integral powers also. Okay, children. So, there is a, once again I am repeating this. Every polynomial is a multinomial, but every multinomial need not be a polynomial. Okay, children, that you can write in your CW. Now we'll start exercise 12.1. Exercise 12.1. Page number 234. Uh, for each Roman, many questions are given, but I'll explain only 2-3 problems. Okay, children. In this, before that, making sentences I forgot to explain. So right directly I'll explain problem. So first Roman. Get the algebraic expressions in the following cases using variables, constants, and arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations. Okay. Binary operations is nothing but arithmetic operations. Okay. So here the sentence will be given that to satisfy the sentence you need to make an expression. Okay. Now let me read fifth one. First Roman fifth one. First Roman fifth one. What is the question here? I'll read now. Numbers x and y both squared and added. Numbers x and y. Question is numbers x and y both squared and added. Okay. Okay, Nana? Now, squared means solution. Squared means squares of x and y are x square and y square. What we can do? We must add by adding those two. By adding those two, x square plus y square. So this is required expression. Clear? Now let me explain another one. If it is eighth one, I will explain eighth one. I am not writing question. You must observe the textbook now. See eighth one. Sum of the numbers a and b subtracted from their product. Sum of the numbers a and b. Sum of the a and b. Sum of a and b. That implies a plus b. Product of a and b. That implies ab. Now, what is that sentence you must write here? What is the sentence? Sum of a and b subtracted from their product means this sum must be subtracted from this product. Therefore, AB minus A plus B. AB minus A plus. It can be written as AB minus A minus. That's all. This is the required algebraic expression. Children, write here. I'll write for this question I'm writing, but next question you. What is that? Sum must be subtracted from its product. So this is sum, this is product. This sum should be subtracted from product. So AB minus A plus B, after simplification you will get it. Clear, children? Write it. Okay, children, next one. Second one, identify the terms and their factors in each of the following expressions. So the terms and factors by tree diagram. That's good, children. Very good. I'll explain only one problem. Okay. The remaining all you have to complete it. Now second one, let me explain E. Let me explain E. What is the given is? Given minus AB plus 2B square minus 3A square. Okay. Children, let me know that how many terms this expression is containing? One term or two terms? Yes, you are right. Absolutely three terms. 1, 2, 3. Don't calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely, it should be considered as a term means it should be separated by either plus symbol or negative symbol. Okay. Now here total terms. Total terms. 3. What are those 3? Minus AB, comma 2B square and minus 3A. These are the 3 terms. Now tree diagram. Factors now. Minus AB plus 2B square minus 3A square can be written as here minus A into B 2 into B square minus 3 into A square. Am I right? Again minus A B 2 BB. Am I right? And again minus 3 A. You have to split it as many ways into as. Children, got it? Now write it out. The same thing we can, children, one thing, the same thing we can split as minus AB plus 2B square minus 3A square now. Let us divide with the first literals and numericals. Here, this one you can split as minus 1 A and B, and here it is minus 2 B and here it is minus 3 A. Okay, children, this also you can write like this. Okay. Now, next question, children. Next question. Identify the factors of the. Okay, second Roman. Complete third Roman. Identify the numerical coefficients of the terms other than the constants in the following expressions. Identify the numerical coefficients of terms in the following expressions. Numerical coefficients. For example, I will write at a time 3 questions. See, actually, 5 minus 3 t square. This is 1, and this is 2 minus t square q square plus 7pq. Am I right? This is question number 5. Okay. Actually, numerical coefficient, when you ask numerical coefficients, you should not consider as constant. So this is constant now. Here you need not write the coefficient. But here, what is the coefficient here? Minus 3. Am I right? Am I right? Here, seven. Coefficient is 7. Okay. Coefficient of what? Here PQ. The numeric, you must write that the numerical coefficient of PQ is 7. The numerical coefficient of t square is minus 3. Okay, children? Now, fourth question. Identify terms which contain x and give the coefficient of x. Very good. Here so many terms I have given, but here, for example, identify the terms which contain x and give the coefficient of x. For example, see, fifth one, fourth one. 5 plus z plus zx. 5 plus z plus zx. Here we need to identify the term which has x term. Here x is having this one. So you must write term with x is zx. Therefore, coefficient is z. Am I right? He did not mention as numerical coefficients. It may be literal coefficient or numerical coefficient. Therefore, x coefficient is z. Okay. Now let me explain one more question from fifth one only. Sorry, fourth one only. So fourth Roman B question. Identify the terms which contains y square and give the coefficient of y square. See. B, and what is the term here? Shall I write 2x square y minus 15 xy square plus 7y square. Okay. Here we need to find identify the terms with y square are minus 15xy square and 7y square. Am I right? And the coefficients. He did not mention numerical coefficient. Okay. The coefficient of y square he asked. The coefficient of y square he asked. That is why coefficient here minus 15x and 7. Minus 15x and 7. Got it, children? Write this too. You must write textbook question and later on write this. Okay, children? That's good. Children, these are all word questions only. You need to complete it. Okay. Now, fifth one. Classify into monomials, binomials, and trinomials. That you can do it. Monomial means one term, binomial means two terms, trinomial means three terms. So according to the number of terms you can classify. Let me ask first, this is for one boy. See, fifth Roman, ninth one, z square minus 3z plus 8. Z square minus 3z plus 8. Is it binomial or monomial or trinomial? Very good. Trinomial. Why? Because it has three terms. Okay. And later on, 11th one, z square plus z. Z square plus z. Z square plus z expression contains how many terms? Two terms. So it should be a binomial. Is it clear? So you must recollect the definitions of monomial, binomial, and trinomial. Monomial means with single term. Binomial means with two terms, and trinomial means with three terms. And later on, sixth one, state whether the given pair of terms is of like or unlike terms. Again, you have to recollect what are like terms. Like term means literal factors must be same. You need not worry. You need not bother about the numerical factors. The literal factor must be same. The literal factor must be same. So, in this question, let me know that first one, 1 and 100, both are constants only, so you can write as literal terms. Second one, minus 7x and 5 by 2x. Here variable is x. Variable is x. So, same literal factor. So, those are like terms only. And here, 6th Roman, 5th one, 4m square p, 4mp square. I gave you one example there. Here m square p m square. Here the exponent is different. M square here and the second term is m. So they never be like terms because literal factors with the same integral powers. Whatever m has integral, the second term also should have m should have same integral. Okay, children. Now. Seventh question, identify the like terms. There is many terms I have given in this one problem. Many terms. So in the term, you have to select and pick like terms and write the remaining as unlike terms. Okay? Okay, children? Clear, children? So for today, we can end this session. But tomorrow, we are going to learn about how to add algebraic expressions and how to subtract algebraic expressions. That's the most important thing. Okay? Now, bye bye all of you.